Oh yeah, definitely.
What was that like for you on Sunday when a huge piece of your offense who's been playing so well, Ronald, Leonard Fournette goes down and then Rojo steps in?
I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of last year. Roe had been had a nice little stretch run. Some good games he had, and he goes down, and Lenny steps in, and we play off Lenny from then on out. So they're both capable. They're both they have different abilities, different skill sets, but I think we're blessed to have both of them, and in this type of situation, we can hit the ground running and hopefully not miss a beat.
Coach, how has Ronald handled going from almost 1,000 yard runner? You mentioned you got COVID and what happened in the postseason to having to accept this, right? And this is his free agent year, and everybody wants to play. It started out as kind of 1A, 1B, but then Leonard took over. It's a tough, been in situations. How hard is that for a guy like that?
In usual situations, it's kind of hard for a guy to swallow. Roe, to his credit, has been he's been great about it. He hadn't complained. He hadn't really you know he's been still preparing. He's still been staying at it, and that's to his credit.
What have you seen out of Le'Veon Bell since he's been here?
He's rusty. Nah, we haven't done much. We had a walk through the first day, and today we had our first practice. He's I'll tell you what, he's got his signature patience about him. The way he runs the football. That's always been his mo, and you can see that. Setting. He's a master of setting blocks and tempo changes, and I've been a fan of his. Watching him from afar, and you can still see. He might not have had the juice he might have had in his third, fourth year, but you can still see those attributes.
But you have some guys that are younger that do have some of the juice, right? You need him to make sure like once he gets comfortable, that he's pass protecting and things like that. Like he's blitz pickup, and is that something that a guy can get rusty at or that they forget? I know he has to learn, of course, with your speed, but
Yeah, no. As long as your body holds up and you don't have injuries and certain things. Pass protection is violent. You know what I mean. But so that part of it, as long as he's healthy and playing all right, and that is some stuff we're going to expect him to bring. He's got great hands. He runs great routes. Uh, not unlike Lenny. I think he might even be a better man-to-man win route guy, maybe than Lenny. But those are some of the things that we're going to ask him to do: catch passes, pass protect, and stuff like that. So
I know you obviously you weren't, I'm sure, watching it a ton of tape with him when he was in Kansas City or when he was with the Jets, but he talked about how difficult it was for him having to bounce around with these other teams and not having the type of success he did in Pittsburgh. Um, any idea why maybe things didn't work out for him in those spots? Again, I know you weren't there with him, you weren't watching per se all of that, but you know what it's like playing this position at the highest level and how difficult it can be.
I don't know. What I do know, going from Pittsburgh to New York, I mean, it's not the same talent surrounding offensive line, receivers, quarterback, all that stuff. So that can affect his productivity. That's probably the only thing I can really, you know, Kansas City. By the time he got to Kansas City, Kansas City's got a they do have a lot of talent. What I mean, but they also have a lot of talent at running back. So I don't, not being there like you said, I can't really speak on it. But that's the one thing that does stick out with his transition from Pittsburgh to New York.
How quickly do you think he can get out there and get assimilated into your system? Like Jerry said, he's in the same system in Pittsburgh. I'm sure there's some differences, but how quickly will he be able to be out there and make an impact?
Judging after today, like he's got a good grasp of the stuff that we do. It's just going to come down to terminology and stuff. And as we're kind of starting to head towards the end of the week. If he has his legs under him, I don't think it'll be too long, before he gets out there, because he definitely he had a good day today with learning the offense and stuff and being able to to grasp all the stuff that we were doing. You know, he didn't have a problem. We just went through the practice tape, and he didn't have one mental error. You know, so confident.
Oh, sorry. The offensive line obviously goes without saying is critical every game, but how much are you guys especially leaning on them this game? They're the only really healthy position group on offense.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, they're gonna. You know, I don't know how much will change in the game plan as far as run pass, you know, ratio, but we always, you know, lean on those guys, and you know, they are, like you said, they're a healthy group, and you could say that because of the health situation, you know, they're the strength of our offense right now, other than the quarterback. So, you know, we're going to lean on them heavy.
Anything
How
else?
much can your young guys take from having a guy like Bell who has seen so much football?
They could take a lot from him, especially like he does a lot of the things that I try to teach. You know what I mean? Like I'll make cut ups of certain how setting blocks and hat placement and different stuff. And he's a master of all that stuff. And I told him when he got here, I said, look, watch him close and see everything. You know, as he's running, I said, remember all the stuff that we talk about, like the skill set. You know, the different things, patience, and you know, so he's great in that way. He just got here, so he's not. I think he's an outgoing personality, but he hadn't been here long enough to really establish, like, you know, leadership and stuff. He's not like Sherm. Sherm's a big personality, and you know what I mean. Richard Sherman, I'm talking about, and he'll you know, he come in day one and he's coaching. You know what I mean. Le'Veon's just trying to get the system down, and I do think he'll be very valuable to us going forward.
Is he one of the best that you've ever seen, or waiting for blocks to develop, like waiting with patience?
I mean, to be honest, he's the best. He's the best I've ever seen. Like when he was at Pittsburgh in his prime, and he was, I think he was the best at, especially that patience, setting blocks, and stuff like that. He took it to a whole nother level. I've never seen nothing like him when he was at his peak in Pittsburgh. That's just me. All right, cool.
Thanks, Coach. Have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you. You guys too.